Hey guys, what's up? This video is going to be a little different and I am going to be discussing about iOS 9 because I have got my hands on the first beta. As you can see from right here, there's the signature in iOS 9. So first off, we're going to start off with the home screen, and as you can see, nothing's too different. Everything's pretty much the same. There's no different kinds of tweaks, sizes and icons or anything different. If you were to see WWDC, they do have a new app which is called Wallet, but it's pretty much the same thing as Passbook, but they just renamed it to Wallet. The second thing that's different from iOS 9 is they have a new iOS 6 like spotlight search, which if you swipe to your left, you'll be able to bring up the search bar. So only difference on this screen is there's a microphone in the top corner of the search bar, which makes searching easier for more verbal actions. And the spotlight search is really similar to the one in iOS 7 and 8, which you could just pull down on your home screen in order to get the spotlight menu. And since we're here, let's take a look at the keyboard. So as you can see, the font is different from iOS 7 and 8. It seems a little bit more thicker and a little thinner. I'm not sure which one it would be, but it is very different from previous iOS's. Some letters, I'm not sure if it's my perspective or if it's in iOS itself, but some letters seem a little higher and some a little lower than others. But I'm not sure. Leave a comment down below if you think one is higher or I'm just tripping. So the second thing I want to talk about is the multitasking tray. So as you can see, the icons are very fluid and it is more of cards instead of just rectangles that you would swipe. Personally, I do like the little blur it has on the side of the screen, where if you were to move, it blends in and gets blurred out a little bit more. Being on iOS 7, I am very used to swiping to the left than to the right like this with iOS 9, and I did have to adjust to it so much for me to get used to. But the downside of having this is when you are to return to the home screen, it does kind of lag a little bit. So for example, if we were on settings right here and we were to go back on the home screen, it does kind of lag out a bit. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but there is a slight delay when you were to press back on here. Sometimes I do have to triple tap, or sometimes I have to double tap. Sometimes it just does return right away. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is notes for iOS 9. So the wording is darker for notes and done rather than having a bright yellow in iOS 7 as well as 8. So if you're a jailbroken user, you probably know swipe selection, which iOS 9 has, but it's very different, which uses your keyboard as a little cursor mover. So for example, as you can see, the cursor is moving all over the screen. The concept is there, but I rather prefer swipe selection instead because the cursor moves everywhere and can cause accidental edits and deletions in messages that are typed. So the next thing I want to look at is the music app. So organization is done very well, and it is kind of cluttered, knowing that if, for example, if you go on playlists, dots are right here, and there's a lot of different kinds of animations and icons that are integrated with the app itself. And I find it really like confusing because there's a lot of things going on and I'm not sure what each does. So I prefer Apple to change some differences on there. So if you didn't know, Apple has a new mini player, which is right here located. So for example, if I was to play this song and I bring it down, it goes right here. And I think this is a really good concept because I do like being able to look at it again and then going right back down to my playlist and seeing what song is going to be up next. Color sync is also done really well. I like having different colors for different kinds of music, and it kind of faded in the bottom right here. The next little thing I want to talk about is something that I found out myself. So for the Telegram users out there that uses this to message people instead of iMessage or any other texting app, for example, here, this is the last unexpected quit that I had, so I'm going to send a report. So for example, I was texting my bud right here, and yeah, we were just texting and all that. But I noticed that if I was just to type whatever and I get all the way across to the bar, it lags out, it doesn't go to the bottom, and the app crashes right away. Just like that. And I believe this should be a possible fix for the official release of iOS 9. So as an overall evaluation, it is good so far, but it has many bugs. And I do realize that it's still in beta, so it is going to be expected. And it is a good thing to point out these bugs so Apple can fix these things in the final release. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't to be informed as soon as the jailbreak news are out, and also be sure to follow my Twitter page to get more news quicker. Link will also be in the description below. Catch you guys in my next video. This is EliteAppleHacks signing out.